Hey guys, today we're going to talk about getting rid of all of your excess clothes. And if you live in America, you likely have a closet full of clothes and feel every morning like you have nothing to wear. And I think this is especially true of new moms who've just gone through pregnancies. And if you're in that boat, I recommend hanging on to your clothes for about a year after you're done having your last biological kid. And then otherwise just get rid of all those extra sizes. And even if you didn't have a biological kid and you've adopted or something, you probably still are looking to change your wardrobe at some point because like babies and white aren't really friends and just spit up and things like that. Like you just need different types of clothes as a mom. But even if you're not a mom, these tips will apply to you. So there's a stat in America that we use 20% of our clothes and the other 80% just sits there. And I think that's probably really true for a lot of people. But I will tell you, it feels so good to have a small wardrobe. It's been about a year that I've cut back all of my clothes, and I had tons of clothes, like bins and bins of clothes that I was hanging on to because I gained 50 pounds with both my pregnancies, and I had all kinds of sizes, work clothes, home clothes, all kinds of stuff. It feels so good to just spend no time getting dressed in the morning. I just go in there, everything fits, everything goes together. It's just like boom, 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 ready for the day. So let me help you get rid of your 80% that you don't need. The first thing before you get rid of anything is just to do a little bit of thinking. And the first thing is just to think about your lifestyle. What is it that you're doing? And that really determines what kind of clothes you need. If you are a stay-at-home mom, then you don't need 10 pairs of work trousers. But if you are working in the corporate world, you also don't need 10 t-shirts. So just figure out what it is you're actually doing at this time. And you don't really need to like hang on to things like for what if later styles change, your own personal taste change, and it's just cluttering your closet. So when I left teaching, I gave all of my like dressy work clothes that I couldn't work into a casual work or a casual outfit to friends because I knew by the time I went back into teaching, that stuff wouldn't be in style. It might not fit my body. I might not like it anymore. Just like I felt good just giving it away. So you don't need to hang on to things like for what if and for later. Just dress what you're doing for now. Next thing to think about is colors. It's easier if your closet kind of like meshes together so you can mix and match things. So if you can kind of stick to a palette for the most part, that helps. And then you could have a couple pieces that are outside that you really like. For me, I love wearing gray. I'm like almost always wearing gray. And also like teal, like tealish blues, and then like a kind of purplyish rosish. So most of my clothes are that color, and that works to make it all like easy to get dressed. And then another thing to think about is like a uniform look. Most of my clothes in the summer are like a patterned skirt with a solid top, and then most of my clothes in the winter are something skinny on the bottom. Like right now I'm doing the skinny jean thing. But like leggings or skinny jeans, and then like I almost always wear a v-neck t-shirt and then a scarf and a cardigan over. That's just kind of like what I wear most of the time. I also have like a couple other things, like I have a couple like long sweater dresses, but if you kind of stick to like a uniform type style, it looks different every day because you're using different colors and combinations, but it just makes it so easy to get dressed. So if you just like pare everything down to things like that, it's just a breeze. So once you are ready to actually start purging, you really have to try everything on because it's easy to look at something and be like, oh, I really like that, and then hang on to it, but you might not actually need it anymore, and you might be keeping it because you have an emotional connection to it. So if you feel like you have an emotional connection to things, like maybe you wore it at a special event, just make sure you have a picture of yourself in it. And remember that while clothes do help you express your style, the main purpose of them is to keep your privates private and to keep you warm against the elements. So it's okay to like let things go if you're not using them. So try everything on, see what fits, see what you like. If it's an instant yes and you just know like, oh, I love this, I love the way it fits on me, I love the way I feel in this, keep it. That means it's something that you really like wearing. If you try something on and you're like, ugh, like your instant reaction is negative, put it in a box, close the lid every time you add something to that no pile, and don't take it out. That means you don't like it, you're not going to wear it. Don't try to convince yourself to keep it because you spent a lot of money on it or it's still in really good shape or anything like that. You're just not going to use it, so get rid of it. And then a trick for the maybes. Some people do this with their entire wardrobe. I didn't want to do it with my whole wardrobe because I was ready to just get rid of things. But there's this hanger trick where you take all of your clothes and hang them like with the hanger facing the wrong way in the closet. And then as you take things out and wear them, then you hang it back the correct way so you know what you're actually wearing. So I did that with some of my maybe things. And I challenged myself when I was getting dressed in the morning to wear those things because I wanted to see if I could get rid of them or not. And I never wanted to. Like, I kept being like, ugh, like, I always had a reason I didn't want to. I would try them on and be like, yeah, it's just not right. So that was my clue that, like, yes, it was a nice shirt. Yes, it was in good shape. Yes, I liked it, but it wasn't me anymore. And I didn't feel comfortable wearing it. I didn't feel like wearing it. So just get rid of that kind of stuff. And to make it easier to get rid of stuff, I think if you remember where your clothes are going, that helps too. Sometimes I give stuff just to like Goodwill or like a donation center. But with clothes especially, you can just call a local women's shelter and ask them if they need women's clothing at the time. So I guess this tip only applies to women. Sorry, men. So I did that, and it made it feel so easy to get rid of those things that I was like, oh, I really like this. This is nice. You know, like whatever. It's like, I'm giving that to someone who doesn't have any clothes. Like they likely needed to leave in a hurry and are in a situation where they've got the clothes on their back, and I'm happy to give my clothes to them. So try to think that you can give your clothes to someone to do good, or even just giving them to anywhere, any way, even selling them. It just gets them into someone's closet who's going to actually use them. You're not using them, so that just makes more sense. And then again, the benefit to you is that getting dressed in the morning will be, I'm entertaining my daughter here on the side, will be so much easier, and you will just love it. So those are my tips to get rid of stuff. The thumbnail picture on the video is all of my winter clothes and all of my dress clothes. So like formal things, or also like all of my work clothes. So and also with like work and casual things, you can try to find a way to like make some of those pieces work. Like I can mix some of my like work clothes. I work in the evenings and I'm home with the kids during the day. I can mix some of like my casual home mom clothes in with my work clothes. So then you can get like dual duty purpose. And then you can also try to like be creative with clothes. Like I have a black dress that I could wear as a black dress, or I can also put like a blouse over it and make it into like a skirt. So if you just kind of get creative with clothes like that, then you can stretch things further, and like you can make scarves into dresses. Like there's all kinds of things. So if you just like YouTube or Google slow fashion, you'll get tons of ideas. But anyway, those are my tips on how I got rid of tons of clothes, and I've just been loving it. So let me know if you have any other questions. Thanks for watching, and have a good day. Bye.